Hello, Uganda and beyond. This is UBC Lunchtime News, and I am Brian Tumwine Virunga. And to our first story. The National Resistance Movement aspirants continue to pick nomination papers from the party headquarters at Kyadondo Plot 10. Now, UBC earlier interacted with some of them who highlighted their commitment to serve when elected. Let's see more of this report.
I want to emphasize the girls and women's welfare, income generation in the homes, because Mzee Museveni has been asking us to make sure that we eliminate poverty in homes.
Thank God that first the bishop has blessed me and allowed me to contest.
Fight poverty, want to vigorously participate in wealth creation through different groups.
There's been early marriages, children dropping out of school, but when I go back, I want to make sure I encourage parents to keep their children in schools.
The Bible says, if good people do not lead, God is the people cry. That if good people lead others, then they will show them the right way to love God and to love their neighbors. The district I'm coming from is in the Misindwa district, which borders Kenya.
NIRA government yekitaffe twagirwaniriro gireta mu buyinza tugamba twagala okusindika omuntu anatwala amasanyalaze g'obwe.
As we get into 2026, the issues for campaign has changed, and but the question of poverty is now our main issue of concern.
Expressing interest to renew my contract with the people of Bukedia through the NRM banner.
Today I'm very happy to be here, to show my interest, to contest as a Member of Parliament in Singiro West.
That is NRM for you at Plot 10, Kyadondo. Now, residents of Rubaga have expressed concern over the limited number of machines being used in the registration and renewal of the national identification cards. According to them, the slow process leaves many people waiting for long hours before receiving the service. They are now appealing to government to provide more machines to help expedite the exercise. We have the details of this report.
This year's World Environment Day focuses on protecting the environment by reducing and eliminating plastic waste, which has become a major global threat. The government, in partnership with organizations like the Nile Humanitarian Development Agency, is working to provide safe water to communities. This effort aims to reduce the depletion of wetlands as people search for water for domestic use and their animals. While commissioning 42 boreholes drilled this year by Nile Humanitarian Development Agency, the project coordinator, Seguya Molindwa Sharif, urged Ugandans to value wetlands and other natural water resources.
We have constructed more than 56 boreholes across the entire country at large. On this day, we are bringing about nature and also emphasizing preserving our environment. We give out this water to various people in Uganda so that they can have safe drinking water.
Access to quality, safe and clean water should be a fundamental right for all. Seguya also commended the government for creating an enabling environment that supports NGOs in implementing development programs that contribute to Uganda's overall growth.
This day we would like to call for action to protect and restore watersheds, to invest in sustainable water infrastructure. I would like to appreciate the NRM government led by His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for giving us a conducive environment for the NGOs to work.
The commissioning of the boreholes was part of activities to mark World Environment Day. Residents of Kayunga district praised Nile Humanitarian Development Agency for its generous contribution to community development.
So we want to encourage the Ugandans to continue moving together with the government to avoid issues of hatred, because when you hate the government, that means you like fighting it. And if it is fighting you, or if you're fighting with the government cannot be in a position to lobby.
I'm Nafka Farid and Muganga Henry reporting.
Now, dear viewers, we apologize for that glitch. That story is, as Uganda commemorates World Environment Day, there is an urgent need to raise awareness and promote environmental conservation. Now let's go to the NIRA story. Residents of Lubaga have expressed concern over the limited number of machines being used in the registration and renewal of the national identification cards. Now, according to them, the slow process often leaves many people waiting for long hours before receiving the service. Now, they are now appealing to government to provide more machines to help them expedite the process. Let's see the details of this report.
On Tuesday, 27th May 2025, the National Identification Registration Authority NIRA launched the renewal and registration process of national identity cards at Lubaga headquarters. It's been a week and 1 day since they started the process. The process is handling 3 categories, including renewal of expired national identity cards, registration of those who had never registered before, and those with wrong details in their identity cards. Today, we visited some of the parishes in Lubaga, the office of the district internal security officer, GISO, and the deputy RCC in charge of the process to understand how far the process has gone.
And we are moving on. We went to the main hospitals in Virunga, that is the Virunga Hospital, and the Mengo. And right now we are at the parishes.
We got some of the residents at the office of the GISO in numbers looking helpless, some even holding their cheeks, but all waiting for one thing: the signature of the GISO. The signature gives them a go-ahead to register with NIRA, and without it, they cannot register.
GISO's office, or ISO, works in partnership with the NIRA to ensure that those whom we give the national identification cards are actually citizens of Uganda. So the process is simple. You pick the form, then you go to the chairman LSO1 of your village. So the chairman LSO1 ascertains that you are a citizen and a resident of that area. Then from there you go to the GISO, the Gombola Internal Security Officer, and in the city setup, they are there. So you go to them for an endorsement as well. Then from there you come to the DISO, and the DISO will give you the final endorsement showing that you are really a citizen of Uganda.
However, they expressed worry on how long they will have to wait to have them worked on. They appeal to government to add in more machines in order to expedite the process. According to the Deputy Resident City Commissioner, Henry Chitambula, each division receives 42 kits for the process, yet they have to work for the next 6 months. When we asked to know what happens when NIRA does not meet the given 6 months' time to finish up the process, here was his response.
We have around 42 kits, and I think this is some good number because we have 13 parishes. and the 42 are doing some good work. We have not got any challenges so far in Virunga division. After the 6 months, after the mass enrollment exercise, we shall continue rendering this service of renewal, of replacement for those who lost, and then registering new, new people for national identification. However, we shall not be at the parishes. This time we may shift to the sub-counties or at the district as it has been always. So there is no need for worry. And you know, in case government realizes that the number is overwhelming, the number is not reduced, definitely we can advise NIRA to have an extension.
However, he cautioned residents to give right information during the process to avoid penalties. He also warned those using national IDs as security while getting loans to stop with immediate effect.
However, we have also observed that there are people who claim to have lost their national identification cards when in actual sense they took these identification cards to the money lenders. So those ones are also there, and I want to warn them, kindly don't deceive that that your national identification card got lost when it's at the money lenders' premises.
Charity Marion Imnat and Helen Barbara Gizamba for UBC.
Thank you, Imnat, for that report. Now, the Indian High Commission in Uganda has joined the global community in commemorating the World Environment Day. While leading a tree planting activity, the High Commissioner to Uganda, His Excellency Upenda Singh Rawat, revealed that this marks the fourth phase of their nationwide tree planting initiative. The current goal is to plant 10,000 trees across the country. The campaign is being carried out in partnership with the Indian Association of Uganda, DFCU Bank, and Plascon Paints. Let's see more of this report.
Environment Day, June 5. So on this day, we are working in India with our Prime Minister Narendra Modi with the theme that beat plastic pollution. And today in the High Commission of India, we have joined hand with GITO Uganda, Indian Association, and our sponsors, which includes Plascon, DFCU, and we have just planted a tree and symbolizing this World Environment Day, and we want a green earth and make Uganda greener and more prosperous and with environmental concerns into consideration. So that's why we have joined hand today.
Event under the GITO, and thousands trees were planted in past also, and this drive is continuing today as His Excellency Upenda Singh Rawat, the High Commissioner of India to Uganda, mentioned that it's a part of celebration of World Environmental Day.
At Plascon, we believe in giving back to the community and also protecting the environment. In this regard, when GITO approached us and told us to sponsor this event, we were very happy. So we are committing 1,000 trees to be planted this year.
Of our sustainability project, we are supposed to support the environment, and we are happy to support during this World Environment Day with the High Commission.
It's really important to realize that beyond the forestry and the environment sector, there are development partners who are concerned about what's going on with our environment. And this really signifies a very important step towards ensuring the safety of our environment. Your Excellency.
Now, away from that, following the presidential donation of 20 billion shillings to the Uganda Liberal Teachers Union members circle, aimed at improving teachers' livelihoods, the funds have started reaching beneficiaries. Now, the Teacher Enterprise Development Initiative targets over 200 SACCO members across the country, supporting their social and economic development beyond their monthly salaries. Let's see more of the details of this report.
Has nothing to do with politics. It is about boosting the incomes of the teachers. How can we help the teachers come out of poverty? So the fund was given to these circles to see how the funds can be channeled individual teachers. And it is our prayer that at least every teacher in this country benefits from this fund. It is not political because we are not putting on yellow, we are not putting on red, we are not putting on green or anything, but or blue, but we are here as teachers. Of course, we have to support and thank the head of state, His Excellency the President, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for looking ahead, which some of us would not even imagine, saying that if we give these teachers money in their circles, they are going to cause a difference. And we can cause it as a difference because if we start this enterprise like we have done all over the country, and this enterprise start growing, people will just be harvesting money every day, because these projects are sustainable projects.
For me, I chose to grow pineapples and bananas because this pineapple and bananas doesn't need a lot of time to spend in the garden. You can come visit or you can come spray, then you go back to your class during, you can come during weekends and you do your work, then during weekday days you go in class.
What we are trying to do as a circle is that this teacher enterprise development initiative is something new which we must get teachers used to. How? We have to develop these projects, and we are taking a lot of time to move to the project of the individual to ensure that the project is there, it is visible, and it is sustainable.
Viewers, UBC Lunchtime News takes a short commercial break, but don't touch your remote.
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo. Dial *165 *80#. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You will now enter the draw to win school fees.
I got to learn about the Powerball through the website www.nationallottery.go.ug. Played Powerball tickets worth 5,000, used an option of quick pick, and that's how I was able to be the lucky one to win 35 million. I checked my tickets online and I found out that I had winning numbers. The feeling was incredible and full of excitement. I would advise everyone who is 18 and above that whatever you're seeing here exemplifies reality. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Uganda National Lottery for bringing us this opportunity to win millions.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Are you a woman with a small-scale business with a dream of growing it to another level? The GROW Project is here to support you in realizing your dream.
The GROW Project is a government initiative implemented by the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development and Private Sector Foundation Uganda with support from the World Bank.
We support women-owned businesses across the country to gain hands-on and business management skills through training within your location, business financing through grants and affordable loans, and infrastructure in your areas of operation to enable you to increase your productivity.
If you have a business that makes sales of up to 800,000 Uganda shillings per month, the GROW Project has the tools and resources to help you succeed. For more information, contact your district or city GROW focal person or call our toll-free line on 0800 307 777 to learn more about how you can benefit from the GROW Project's services.
The GROW Project, empowering women economically, transforming communities.
Welcome back from that short commercial break, and now let's go to business. The Boda industry has seen rapid growth in the recent years. However, weak regulation has resulted in chaotic stage setups with many riders operating without designated stages, formal training and registration. Now, the National Boda Union believes that digitalizing the sector and ensuring all riders operate from registered stages could help address the security concerns that continue to plague the industry. Oko Joseph has the rest of the story.
We are very security conscious, and why we are encouraging people to go on stages, that's one of the aspects, to make sure our country is safe. You can know that I'm coming from this stage, I've taken a passenger from this stage, and I'm going from this place from this point to this point. When you download the app and you want to be a rider, first of all, you upload your NIN number. You upload the picture of the bike. You upload the picture of the rider himself, and then you submit them for approval. And before you approve, there's also another process that is followed. So we are sure that the union drivers, they will be very hard to be followed by those culprits. On our app, there is a button called SOS. SOS. It is for security reasons, that in case a rider suspects or senses insecurity around him from the passenger, he can easily press that button. And when he presses that button, there is a number, whether a relative will know that Mr. Baker is at point A and there is a problem.
Boda atanaba kugenda ku union app oba ku union rider app oli munsi ndala kuba omulundi ogusooka buli kyaffe nabagambe tulina okkiza mu ngalo zaffe.
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo. Dial *165 *80#. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You are now entered a draw to win school fees.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
And in our sports story this afternoon, the second edition of the Virunga Gorilla Marathon in Kisoro district has attracted close to 1,000 runners from across the country, showcasing the beauty of the region and promoting talent identification in running. Let's see the details of this report.
The Virunga Gorilla Marathon's 4 pillars in tourism, economic development, talent identification, and climate change mitigation contributed to the significance of this sporting event. This event focused on the rich culture and wildlife of Kisoro district.
Virunga gave us a chance to get into the western region, and we have done different stories on culture and history, which is something that we needed. We needed that push. So it's also a way for us to tap into the culture to bring it to you. You need to know the different cultures, you need to know about Kisoro. There's so much we have learned, there's so much we have experienced, We have experienced the different climates, we have experienced the different food, the different cultures, everything is different.
Runners of different ages participated in the distances ran, including the 42 kilometers, 21 kilometers, 10 kilometers, and 6 kilometers.
Honestly, this was an opportunity for us to just get to tap into the fun excitement of marathons that are picking up in Uganda. And as Tuscalite, we do believe in well-being and just pushing yourself to live healthy. Yeah, even as you go to do everything that you do around. So we jumped onto Virunga Marathon to kind of get into the excitement that is there and also push people as we prepare for the Tuscalite Mount Rwenzori Marathon.
The event's focus on talent identification in running can help discover and nurture athletic talent in the region, potentially leading to more opportunities for local runners.
Is the scenery. It was amazing. I haven't seen anything as beautiful as this trail. It was hard in some places, up and down, rocky, sandy, but I kept going because of the beauty and also because I came all the way from Entebbe to run this marathon.
Marsha Mira Victor, UBC News.
Hello viewers, that sports story brings us to the very end of UBC Lunchtime News with me, Brian Tumwine Virunga. But later on, we shall be crossing to Kololo Ceremonial Grounds, where Parliament will sit, and then the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, will speak to the nation in what is called the State of the Nation Address. Goodbye and God bless Uganda.
In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit